What's up, everybody? We here, BSL podcast, brand spank new. Y'all show support. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna deep dive. The podcast is going to have 10-minute increments. 10-minute increments, okay, for each topic, so it doesn't feel really long and drawn out. I asked my viewers to please send in like things that you want to vent about, things you want me to discuss and vent about, and I'll bring it up on the channel, okay? But this topic, real quick, we're gonna get into it, and I mean, as of course, as each episode progresses, it's gonna get deeper and deeper, and y'all bear with me. This is vulnerability here. This is also a teaching moment. My life, I feel like I've always been drawn to have to be a teacher, to be a counselor, to be the bigger person, to help people heal. And I also have felt like a messenger, and I'm also an empath, as well as, if you don't know, but if you're not familiar, you're new to seeing me in this video, I'm also a channeler, meaning I can hear spirits. I have clairaudience and clairvoyance and claircognizance. Okay, so I am very, very, very much I'm here overwhelmed with all of my spiritual capabilities. I'm gonna as well, I know people are still watching this video, energies come through the screen, things like that, so I'm still gonna do protective measures and stuff. The energy could be heavy. I might just be channeling the energy for just with not just really the collective, but just people who are going through similar things that I have been through. So let's get straight into it. Without further ado, you guys, this is just to kind of express, and to have a relatable, teachable moment when it comes to trying to find, your life purpose, your career. And I want to say I'm really heavy into astrology, so for my people who really all about your self-worth, about self-alliance, self-development, self-awareness, like I'm so deep on that. I'm so big into it, and I really just been trying, I'm not even say trying, because trying isn't a word. I've been working hard, you guys, years and years and years and years to become my better self. Even when I was in elementary, I was even smart enough and mature enough to understand, like, hey, I have this way of doing things and I need to evolve. I need to, change these things so I can be a better person and a better adult and everything over time, but to kind of get into the depth of the challenges I feel like I've been facing. I am I'm about to not know my birthday, but I make 34 in August, so I'm a Leo. I have a Mars and a Kartha. I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Amakartha, but it's basically the sign that rules your entire chart and kind of like your entire life in a sense. So I'm ruled by Mars basically, but I have a rising in Taurus and I have Sagittarius moon, but that's Vedic. In tropical, I have a Gemini rising and I have a Capricorn moon, so I'm kind of on the cusp of everything. But I'm also, my birthday is August 21st, so I'm also right dead nip in between Leo and Virgo, but I'm a Leo in Vedic and tropical. So I use these things as a way to just navigate my life and understand me as a person. And I see kind of where the Gemini Capricorn things come in, but I kind of feel like I resonate more with the Vedic side. So I've done a lot of deep diving when it comes to my birth chart to be able to understand my life purpose, my career. That's something that came awakening in me, I want to say in I'm here in 2019. I would say probably 2019, because I think that's when I first started driving for this company that is called RTA. So I have a CDL, I have a commercial license, and I also have Mars strong. So Mars, I learned that it runs and rules engineering, any type of machine equipment, fighting really, really hard, types of work. But because I have a lot of my stuff in Leo, it's almost like there's a freedom to it, there's an expressive to it, there's a spotlight, to it. It's that energy of I'm not gonna work super hard and not getting any recognition, so there's really a struggle there when it comes to me being capable of being I'm here an entrepreneur, but also being a really, really extremely dedicated person when it comes to work, but also wanting to see the reward, wanting to see the recognition, wanting to see the growth. No one wants to put so much energy into something and you don't see that growth, right? But I feel like I wanted to say, like, sometimes as that energy of like admiration for people who find their careers at an early age, people where they're just naturally aligned, to do the thing that they feel like they desire to do, something that's passionate about, and that's like my deepest core's desire, especially what I feel like I have moon in the 8th house. So I'm really sensitive, but I also have all of my planets basically between the 8th and the 4th. So there's an energy of me wanting to feel joy and compassion and comfort when it comes to my work life for some reason. Like I have my sun, I have my Jupiter, I have my Mercury. All of those are in the 4th house and my Venus. Okay, so I have this feeling that I desire that work that I can get up every day and feel happy to do, feel passionate to do. And I mean, I'm gonna show who doesn't want a job that feels like it's passion driven. But I know there are people out here that are okay, with working, I'm hearing a 9 to 5 or working a job where the money is just good. But for me, I can make good money and be dissatisfied or be miserable, and a lot of times it's because it's a spiritual aspect and there's an emotional aspect of me feeling like I'm out of alignment, I'm out of tune. So it's really hard. Like, and I want to speak it to my people who going through these things, who've been through these things, and who feel like they're on the way to going through these things because of feeling so many problems and struggles when it comes to being aligned with the correct career and the right purpose. And I feel like maybe, especially that's why I think I take initiative to study my birth chart, because it's the question of like not how, but when, like when is your life going to take off? When are you going to cross paths with that right person or that right career, that right destiny track situation to let hey, this is it, and I feel like I'm the kind of person where I've tried everything, everything, you guys, like everything that I'm good at, especially with like, the Gemini rising, and maybe with having so many planets in my 4th house, like it's almost like secretly behind closed doors, like I can do everything, I can do anything. And also there's a big prominent energy maybe with the Gemini energy that I have ruling my hands. I'm really great with my hands. I could do so much with my hands. So there's a lot of confusion, about what to do. And it's like you come across these other people and they're like, oh, hey, they feel like it's so easy. Just go do this or just go do that. It's basically like someone who sees your talents or they see your worth and they're just like, you should just go ahead and go do that. You should just go do this. You should go do that. But I've tried those things or I've thought about those things, but I know myself when it comes to what will bring me happiness, and I know at least that won't. But there still isn't that eyesight or that pinpoint of, okay, I know that this, brings happiness or this brings passion, but you can't pinpoint like how you bring it together, because sometimes it makes you feel like, especially with our generation collective, it makes it feel like we are forced to be entrepreneurs, or we're forced to come up with our own ideas, or like almost pioneer your own way. And it makes it like so complex, because in this time and age you want to feel stable. It's like you're constantly fighting to be free, but you at the same time, in a contradictive way, you want to feel stable. And I know stability is a frame of mind, as well. And I have taken the initiative to have that frame of mind, but it's still the energy of, you need finances, you want to have your own home, you want to have, your own things and stuff like that, and you don't want to have to depend on people and everything. So it's the energy of trying to find your way in this world. But also I feel like it's so much more heavier when you feel like you're on a spiritual path, or even if you're not on a spiritual path, it could just be some type of karmic energy that's really strong in your life that makes you feel pulled, that you can't settle for this or you can't settle for that, or this is not okay. Like, I can't just keep working this even though it brings me stability or it brings me finances, because emotionally, internally, it's the energy you feeling like you're gonna crash and burn. You feel the energy of wanting to self-sabotage. You feel the energy like you just want to walk out of the job. And I'm more sure in my generation, in our culture, and and a lot of like our generation, we have a lot of us where we've just walked off jobs, we've just walked out of situations because we know this is not satisfying. Like I'm here, I will not quit searching. I've been searching like I'm here so long, for that love of my life career, for that love of my life purpose. Like there's nothing, I feel like, and it's crazy how I haven't felt it, but there's an inner knowing that once I align with it, or once you align with what you're supposed to do, you just know you're gonna feel fulfilled. You just know you're gonna feel aligned in this world. And I feel like a lot of times too, sometimes life shows you when something isn't for you, when you constantly keep taking losses, or you constantly keep having a door shut in your face, or you constantly being redirected. It's like, like this isn't it. This isn't it. I feel terrible. I hate what I do. I'm miserable. The environment is toxic. It's all these things that you're fighting. But you notice when things are right for you, or when something is right for you, it goes so smoothly. And also, not that, just that you can see the fruits of your labor, you see the momentum, you see things gain that rapid speed, where you see, okay, the progress. Like, I'm just not burning midnight's oil and nothing's happening. But I also have had like the versatile mindset to wonder and understand, okay, that question of like, are things being prolonged for me because I have to, in a karmic way, work so hard, and to prove to the universe, or prove to a planet, or prove in some type of way that I have what it takes to be able to align with my higher purpose or my higher career. And that's something I think about as well. So there's a lot of perspectives you can go at it, when it comes to trying to figure things out and break things down. But we'll move on to the next episode. This will be the ending of the first episode, you guys. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think, and let's discuss this. Let's get deeper down into this. Okay, bye. Talk to you soon.
Bye.